Good morning to all of you. Today we will start reading of chapter number 6 and the topic is using undo and redo feature. After making modifications in a cell, you may wish to cancel the changes and retrieve the previous data. To undo the last action performed, use the undo button on the quick access toolbar. Now, sometime when you finish doing the modification in a cell, you may wish to cancel the changes that you had done and retrieve the previous data in the particular cell. So, to undo the last action performed, you need to use the undo button on the quick access toolbar. This is the undo button on the quick access toolbar. And the redo command is used to quickly repeat the last action that you have undone using the undo command. To do so, click on the redo button on the quick access toolbar. So, if you want to repeat the last action that you have undone using the undo command, then you need to use the redo command. So, it is used to quickly repeat the last action that you have undone using the undo command. And this is the undo button on the quick access toolbar. This is the redo button on the quick access toolbar. For example, if you typed a word and then delete it using an undo command, then the redo function would retrieve the word that you have deleted. Redo button only appears after you have undone an action. That means you can use the redo command only after using the undo command. Instead of using the undo button and redo button from the quick access toolbar, you can use the shortcut key combination for both the features. For undo, Ctrl+Z, for redo, Ctrl+Y. Some actions cannot be undone, such as clicking any command on the File tab. If you click any command on the File tab, for example, if you are clicking print command from the File tab or saving a file, then these kind of actions cannot be undone. That means if the command or the action cannot be undone, the undo button changes into can't undo. That means you cannot repeat that, you cannot undo the last action that you have performed. So, in that cases, undo button will change into can't undo. Some actions, such as using a function in a cell, cannot be repeated. Sometimes when you are using a function in a cell, it cannot be repeated again and again. That means redo button changes into can't redo. You cannot repeat the last action that you had performed because the redo button had been changed into can't redo. Inserting cells, columns and rows. At times while entering data, you may miss out certain entries. In such situations, you may have to insert some cells, columns or rows in the worksheet. So, after entering data, you may miss out certain entries. In that case, you need to insert some cells, some columns, some rows to fill in the miss out entries. And we will learn how to insert blank cells first. There are two ways to insert blank cells. First, select the range of cells where you want to insert the blank cells. Firstly, select the range of cells where you want to insert the blank cells. You should select the same number of cells as you want to insert in the spreadsheet. So, you have to select the same number of cells as you want to insert in the spreadsheet. If you want to insert 5 cells, then you have to select the 5 cells in the range of cells, so that the range that you are selecting is equal to the insertion of the blank cells in the worksheet. Now right click on the range and select the insert option. First of all, select the range and then right click on that range and select the insert option. Or second way is select the insert option in the cells group on the home tab. On the home tab in the cells group, you have to select the insert button. Click on the insert cells option from the drop down list. When you click on insert button in the cells group on home tab, 4 options will be displayed. Because we are inserting blank cells, we will choose insert cells option from the drop down list. Then insert cell dialog box will appear in both the cases. If you select the insert option, insert dialog box will be displayed. If you select the insert button from the cells group, then also the same dialog box will appear. And there are 4 options to choose within the dialog box. After selecting the desired option, click on OK. The blank cells will be inserted in the worksheet. So there are 4 options. First is select cells right. It will move the selected cells towards the right. Shift cells down. It will move the selected cells down by 1 row. Entire row. It will move the complete row down by 1 row. Entire column, it will move the entire column toward the right side. So using these steps, you can insert a blank cells in a worksheet. You need to select the same number of cells as you want to insert in the spreadsheet. If you want to insert 5 cells, you have to select the 5 cells in a range of cells. Next is know the fact. To clear the contents of the cell, select the cell, click on the clear button in the editing group on the home tab. Select the clear contents option. So if you want to clear the content of the cell, then first of all select the cell, then click on clear button in the editing group on the home tab. First of all home tab, then editing group. In that group you have to select the clear button. The content of the selected cells will be deleted. By using the clear content option from the clear button, your contents of that particular cell that you had selected will be cleared, will be deleted. Second way is you can also clear the content of the cells by selecting the content and then pressing the delete key. Second way is first of all select the content of the cell and then press the delete key. For example, if you want to delete the content of the cell E7, then first of all you have to select the content of this cell, then press the delete key. The content of E7 cell will be deleted. The key combination Ctrl+- displays the delete dialog box to delete the selected cells. If you want to delete the selected cells, then you have to use the shortcut key combination Ctrl+-. It will display the delete dialog box. From that box you can select the delete blank cells, delete entire row, delete worksheet, delete column, whatever your requirement is. Choose the desired option and then click on OK. That particular cells or range of cells will be deleted that you had selected. To select multiple ranges, select the first range of cells, hold down the control key and select another range of cells. If you want to select multiple ranges, for example starting from A1 to A10, this is the first range, and then from C7 to C17, this is the second range, and you want to select the both ranges at the same time. So start by selecting the first range of cells and then hold down the control key and select the second range of cells. Using this you can select the both ranges at the same time. You can minimize a workbook window to an icon by pressing Ctrl+F9 key combination. If you want to minimize the workbook window to a small icon on the taskbar, you can use the shortcut key combination, that is Ctrl+F9. When I minimize the window, it should go to the taskbar. Minimized windows should go to taskbar and can be easily seen over there. Minimize button is represented by an underscore on dash on the top right corner of the window. When minimized, the program will remain on the taskbar but not visible. To insert blank column or a row, right click on the cell and select the insert option from the pop-up menu. Select the desired option from the insert dialog box. If you want to insert blank column or a row, first of all right click on the cell, then select the insert option from the pop-up menu, then insert dialog box will be displayed, then choose the option according to your requirement and click on OK button. That particular column or row will be inserted in the worksheet. That's all for today, students. Thank you.